This Rescuers one sheet from 1977 seems to have lived a second life as a DIY Bugs Bunny poster. The thick marker lettering across the back has bled through to the front, adding an extra challenge on top of the usual fold lines, edgeware, and pinholes we expect to see. Before we jump into any cosmetic restorations, we're going to linen back the poster first. This process allows us to clean the paper and smooth out any distortions, providing a stable, flat surface for our restoration artists. We begin by gently cleaning the poster with water and a mild detergent. This step relaxes the paper fibers, lifts surface dirt, and removes impurities that have built up over the years. This part of the process may seem repetitive, and while it can be, it requires a constant focus and attention to detail. Movie posters from the 70s and 80s are somewhat predictable, but each has lived a different life, making every linen backing process unique. A bleaching agent is added to target acidity and brighten the paper stock. Acid breaks down the chemical compounds in paper over time, causing it to become brittle and turn yellow or brown. Removing acidity not only helps slow the natural aging process, it also makes the pigments in the poster appear brighter. The linen backing process dates back hundreds of years and was originally used to reinforce folding maps. Over time, the practice evolved into a standard conservation technique for movie posters, providing stability for paper with a weakened molecular structure. Many U.S. posters for the Rescuers were printed by the National Screen Service, which distributed folded posters to theaters, the standard practice that caused the familiar fold lines collectors see today. The Rescuers was released in 1977 as Disney's 23rd animated feature adapted from the books by Marjorie Sharp. The project began in the mid-60s but was delayed for years as the studio struggled to find its footing after Walt Disney's death in 1966. The Rescuers was the last Disney feature film to have any involvement from members of Walt Disney's original 9 Old Men, marking the end of a creative era. This section of the lovely illustration on the backside seems to have water beading on the star. The concern is that our water-based adhesive might not fully adhere to this area. Using a sponge to abrade the surface will allow the adhesive to penetrate the paper fibers. The original US one sheet featured artwork by Paul Wenzel, a longtime Disney artist who worked on promotional art for classics like Mary Poppins and The Jungle Book. Many of the animators who worked on the Rescuers also helped train the next generation of artists responsible for the Disney Renaissance era that followed. With the poster cleaned, we then apply our reversible adhesive to the back side and mount the piece to a stretch canvas frame lined with black barrier paper. Using black paper will help reduce the amount of Sharpie from showing through to the front side. The Rescuers became a quiet success, the highest-grossing animated film of its time until The Little Mermaid in 1989, proving Disney animation could still thrive. The poster then dries for several days and is prepped for restoration. Methyl cellulose is applied to help smooth out raised or rough areas and prepare the surface for inpainting.
Alone at night,
A Teflon burnisher is then used to press those raised sections flat. We then proceed with inpainting, carefully matching pigments to restore color and detail along the fold lines where the image is disrupted. Our artists use a variety of materials, layering them in different combinations to replicate the look and texture of their original printing. Because the pigments and materials we use are archival and fully reversible, future professionals in this field will be able to safely undo or redo our work if necessary. With the restoration complete, the poster is cut from the frame and a 1-inch margin is trimmed around the edges. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to keep watching, then check out this video where we restore a vintage Warner Brothers poster.